Okay, guys. So we have the not the quarters, the knockout rounds of the Unlimited Tournament for Telford Yu-Gi-Oh Club, and it was Paleozoic Frogs versus Lightswarns. Yeah, well, Lightswarn with quite a lot of zombies, to my knowledge. Well, as you can tell by the deck size just on the screen now, he was playing 60 cards, my dudes. Anyways,
Just
so
noting this.
I mean, okay, noting the fact that we actually know what was going to happen anyways, what would you guys think going into this matchup blind without which players, which deck do you think is generally the strongest?
I would personally like to believe that Lights ones could have the possibility. However, they need to actually remain both face up and on the field in order to do their stuff.
So flipping them face down and banishing them and negating their summons and then destroying all the cards when they're summoned.
He's a bit of a problem.
Lightswarns have the potential, however.
And remember, this is unlimited. There's free Solemn Judgment. There's free skill drains if we wanted it. You know what I mean?
However, Lights ones are packing Harpy's Feather Duster as well.
That's true. Anyways, so what are you thinking, Zach?
Again, Lightswarns have the potential of being able to defeat Paleos. However, if Paleos get it off first, they've won.
Well, I think you're both correct. I think the simple fact is, Lightsworn at the end of the day is the same thing that BA always had. It's very luck-based because you're milling cards for the sake of milling cards. Like, you're looking out, basically. Grass made the deck good, but Grass is limited for a good reason, because Grass made a lot of decks good. So, I suppose let's just jump into this and see how we get on, alright? Because even though I've muted my sound, so I can't actually hear what's fully going on, because otherwise we're going to hear the sound like twice. And the quality's awkward. Like, I don't know what Liam records in. He records in like 720 at 50 frames per second, so the quality's a bit awkward. Yeah, just like my sexy
That's
hand.
understandable for...
Bit of a sneaky knowledge there from Nathan, looking into it. Oh, we saw Raigeki as well. You know what's quite funny? Do you want me to tell you a little bit of knowledge about the Paleo player's deck? Let's refer to them as the Paleo player and the Lightsworn player, pretending we don't know exactly who they are.
Yes, instead we don't know what
So the difference between Elliot and... You know what's the funny part about Elliot? Even though we were playing an unlimited tournament, he wasn't playing a single unlimited card. Yeah, I told him to change the sleeve. I literally sort of like a completely bent sleeve and went, Elliot, you need to change that. Yeah, if anybody wants to know why every now and again I'm jumping in, basically I was being like a very like harsh judge in this tournament because we've never had like a serious-ish tournament. People weren't allowed to stand up and stuff like that before they'd agreed that like X person won. So yeah, the handshake, and it was just a bit more serious. I wanted to take this more seriously. I think if I remember correctly, Nathan went to go for... Oh, never mind. Elliot goes first, and he opens up pretty strong with a nice plus 0 in card advantage, with a nice knowledge, secret search, blue boy search secrets, search... You know what, I got the searches wrong, alright, okay. Okay, and well, he's packing 2 strikes! Jesus Christ! That was a lone flyer on the right hand side, like... Can Nathan just not handle cards? Like every time I see him pick up his deck,
no.
He's dropped to Canada twice. It's literally a haunting for the Lightswarn player. Alright, okay. So shuffle the deck, knowledge, draw 2. I have to admit, it is really good to watch Elliot on the feature match, only because Elliot's very elegant with the way he does stuff. So it's actually good. Oh, he opens... Oh, we ditches as well. Oh, we're going to have a nice first turn code.
He is very smooth with his movements.
As you can tell, though, the camera did not appreciate it. I mean, the camera's in such an awkward angle. I need to edit. What's going on here? Alright, so he opens up really strong with the fact of that an easy toad. He could even normal summon thingy again just for the sake of normal summoning it, because I'm fairly certain most... Actually, I don't know. The Lights ones play hand traps?
They can do.
I think this build that's being used does, but I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
Most decks probably wouldn't, simply for the fact that you're milling.
Right, okay. Yeah, I would imagine that you can't, because BA only tend to run at, like, staples, so they're in the same sort of boat, whereas...
Lightswarns use more, would be considered grave traps.
So he didn't intend to do another normal summon, he just didn't want to ditch. Okay. And he sets just 1, is it? Or is it? Oh no, he sets 3.
No,
okay,
sets 3.
Okay, so
and I'm guessing that card in his hand is the Raigeki that we saw in draw.
Yeah. Okay, so draw, standby phase, toad effect, detaching Swat Frog? Oh, okay, interesting. I mean, overall you would detach Rodin Totem, but it's not really that much of a difference. Oh, zone placement there. Yeah, as you can tell, we were having a fun issue with the fact that I wanted to get zone mats on each side, but no one ever would bloody do it. So it was
no, they did it near the end.
It's finding one in a correct pattern.
We had 2 Borrowload mats at the end to finish that. Well, we didn't actually. We had Topologic and Borrowload, which was a really cool looking game, to be fair. Anyways, okay, so he's opened up the full Toad combo with 3 back rows, so he's got a decent... He basically got a sound hand. He opened up the... oh! No, Elliot was right, actually. I wouldn't have noticed. The reason he didn't normal summon again is because he bloody normal summoned Blue Boy. I didn't even bloody notice. Oh! Yes. Opening grass, and it was just an easy swallow up. Oh, yeah, so bad that Duke missed timing.
Definitely a good for... Why is he set grass to his field?
Because
he
of
just nick it. Toad.
Oh,
and a lone fire gets striked.
I understand that he can, but why? What was his reasoning?
What do you mean? Why did he set? He
probably just wants... and set.
Yeah, you may as well just set it. Because if he mills enough in Paleo, you really like to mill as well. So Paleo beforehand used to run triple grasses, and not left arms, but triple grass, because he didn't necessarily need to get to grass, but it was really nice.
I think, Tom, all their effects go off engraved, especially some of them.
Yeah, it's basically like it's the same thing as Infernoids, as whereas they had resources then. It's not like because it's the reason why Paleo was so good with grass is because you had grass basically was your starter and it set up the rest of the game. However, he's just gonna mill straight ahead wolf. Ooh, big boys. Grass got you going, but it wasn't necessary. Paleo could get going, but it was just slow without grass. So it's why it annoyed me when grass got limited, because I really wanted to play 60 pet card Paleo, but maybe grass was too much of a good... Well, technically grass, in the terms that the size is a neg 9, grass is like a neg 21.
Depending on how far it goes, it could be a neg, like, 50.
I've seen someone neg 56.
That, my friend, is commitment.
That's commitment to negging.
I'm pretty sure I've made a person
neg 50 in the end phase. Olanoid's in the end phase. What's the target? I think that's a strike as well, so that's sad. Oh, that is really sad. I think... No, he opened up double strike though, didn't he? Because Toad, he's going to activate try and attempt to act Toad effect, I think, again. Detach for cost. Yeah, I think he strikes a Toad, which is a fair strike. Yeah, fair strike. That's 1,500 life points less, which will be on the screen after editing, because at the moment we are looking at an edited version because I'm lazy as fuck and I just need these recordings so I can do it all in once. which is no joke either. Okay, banish, 2 special summon the Ronin Toad in. Ronin Toad in, normal summon effect. Oh, he had another one, fucking hell. Oh, did he add back Swap Frog with thingy, did he? I didn't notice. Wait a minute, Toad? Oh no, it's Frog, yeah, you banish a Frog, yeah. Okay. So he can activate the effect to bounce himself back to the hand. Whether he's going to do that is a different question. I mean, at the moment you could link for Mistar and have a really nice board looking. Whether you can make 2 is a different question. No, I don't think you can. Yeah, if he links for me... Oh, he's just going to overlay Toad. I suppose you could link for Mistar and then possibly make a Toad, but, you know, it's difficult still, so... yeah, this is at this point when I was explaining he's already made his decision. Because we're playing... In this tournament we're playing chess rules. You drop the deck, it's over. Your choice is over.
Let go and you're done.
Let go and you're done. Although chess rules isn't quite like that. Chess rules is hit the timer and it's go over, so... Okay. So, making a Toad. And then, nothing else? Did he not even activate Toad effect? Oh no, I think he had a Swap Frog. I think we went over this. So, I mean, Lightswarn only having a Wolf, which is going to get ran over, and then 1 card in the hand, unless that's like Brilliant Fusion or something.
Never good, no.
Ah, there we go, I sorted out the camera angle. It takes 100, so he's taken 16 so far. Then, so basically, I don't know what you can top deck in this situation other than Brilliant Fusion for it to be really good. I mean, or Scorpio would be ever so slightly better with a monster, but either way...
Charge the Light Brigade, maybe?
Yeah, but it's going to get negated, you know what I mean? Like. Yeah,
true.
I suppose it's the Dante situation where it's a cost to a mill, which is stupid. Why is anything ever a cost? Oh, he has a really good Toad bait in his hand. It's the worst card to play with. When you're playing with Toad, it's the most annoying card to deal with because you have to set it, and sometimes, I'm not joking, you don't have the field space. Back in Infernoid days, when you didn't have Master Rule 4, it was very easy to not... It was very difficult to get away from this card, and he's about to normal summon it. He should normal summon it anyways. However, I'd imagine he's going to negate steal it. So.
And also, he has to target the frog in the back.
No. That's only for attacks.
Ah, fair enough.
So he's going to normal summon effect target Toad. Unless he's got like a strike or something, which would be very rude. But it's a very easy negate. And then what the Lightswarns do... I mean, it's just... I just feel bad for Lightswarns, because I don't know what Lightswarns even do. Now he can make a lot of me-star plays and just OTK him. I mean, he's got the Swap Frog. Swap Frog effect does go off, which he has forgotten, or has he forgotten? No, he has forgotten about Swap Frog effect, I think. Because Swap Frog effect can go off. I don't think it's a... I think it's just a once... I don't even think it's once per turn or anything. No, it isn't. No, it's just Swap Frogs. I love Swap Frog. I don't own Swap Frogs. I want Swap Frogs. Tom, buy me Swap Frogs. It's just such a good card. You just mill any bloody frog. Like, what the hell? No, he has forgotten about it. Yeah,
if you can get me an alternate rarity final countdown, then we'll talk about it.
There's an ultimate rare final countdown.
Oh, I'm guessing there's a different rarity of it.
Wait, that's me in the background. You can see my sexy Lacoste shoes that I didn't pay for.
Thief.
I mean, is he just going to activate knowledge, or... I mean, to be fair, you could probably have a better time linking in this situation. No, he is just going to knowledge. You feel like... You know, like, when you look at the video and it feels like it's been sped up, it's just actually Elliot being fucking ridiculously fast with everything he does. Right, link to me-star. Oh, is he linked to it? See what I mean? This is where I got Elliot to really think about everything. I was like, Elliot, remember, man, it's chess rules, let go and you're fucked.
Unfortunately, Tom, there is only common final countdowns.
What about self-destruct buttons?
You and your fucking self-destruct burn.
Self-destruct button's great.
Okay, yep. Then special... Okay, how did he normal summon him? That's a misplay. He normal summoned Blue Boy already. You can only special summon... You can only normal summon another frog except for Swap Frog. And, he's already normal summoned Blue Boy. Yeah, I fucked that up. I've just noticed after watching that, yeah, he had a second normal summon, so technically that was a misplay.
There's only common again. There's a short print, but it's still common, Tom.
Can we get on to the point of the matter? We're watching a bloody 10-minute first round where I messed up. Yeah. My dude, I've just literally told you where I should have given Elliot a warning. He literally had a second normal summon, and you guys are like, oh, wait a minute, why is Duke Frog out? Well, why is Duke Frog on the field?
Is it not Toad effect?
No, Toad adds.
No.
Why is Duke Frog on the field? I think you meant to banish for the Rodent Toad. Yeah, he had enough material, but I don't know what the hell just happened. Why was Duke Frog... Oh my god, I should have given Elliot 2 misplay warnings and I didn't even fucking notice.
Yeah.
I do remember noticing this Duke Frog thing and going, what the hell? Well, it is more than enough damage. It's what? 24. Oh, 24, that's 3k. Yeah, so that's more than enough damage. That's game.
Yeah, I mean, game easy.
Okay, that's game even though the fact that, you know, I forgot he had another normal summon. Okay, so, thoughts on that one. What you reckon? What are you saying?
I mean, apart from the misplays which you pointed out, it was pretty much what I kind of expected.
Yeah, it was
one-sided. Could have done something, but like he just simply didn't have the ability to play around all of the various negate.
That's very true. Paleo is literally the best deck for disruption, so, and it's kind of weird. Lightswarns, I feel like, it's kind of weird, because Lightswarn doesn't give two about hand traps, but hand traps never do as much as what traps can do, simple as. Yeah. So, especially
that's the price you pay for being in the hand, rather than on the field.
Yeah, true. I mean, hand traps will never be as good as a trap, so...
We hope.
Well, yeah. I hold my breath, but when side frames are a thing still, so...
Evenly matched.
Literally, side frames are... I remember literally going through my deck at one point and going, what's the best spell trap negate? And I just went, why don't I just chuck in 3 Delta and a Driver? It's just actually not a bad idea when I can't negate spells. The only problem is I can't control monsters, and I mean, who cares if I'm going second, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not surprised if within the next few formats we'd see people running Delta to negate the Designator and be like 500 IQ ahead of their opponent. If you can't tell, Elliot's played Lightswarns a lot for anybody that's watching, so he knows exactly the normal summoning Shiranui's Solitaire is basically a 1-turn Omega, and that's exactly why his hand was immediately on the field.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding, I remember Elliot just going, for fuck's sake, and he just shuffled his hand and put it on the field. I was like, yep. It's like, welcome to this Shiranui, my dudes. Oh yeah, he had like 2 D barriers, fucking Card of the Mize. Blue boy. Wow, he had a really nice opening hand, except for the 2D barrier. Oh, he opened up Brilliant Fusion and Garnet. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like Nathan, minus the fact that he had Solitaire, literally opened up so bad this turn. I did feel kind of shit because this was literally his only play. Literally it. His only play was to freaking summon Omega.
You never want to just summon Omega.
That was literally all he could do. He didn't even summon Omega, I don't think, in the end. If I remember correctly, I don't remember if he summoned Omega. I don't think he did.
Why wouldn't he summon Omega in that situation?
I think he summoned like a Shiranui. He went for Omega and then went, "Can I take that back?" And I went, "You haven't dropped your deck yet," something like that, I think.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he's gone for...
What does that guy do? Wait, we need to get this up. Get the Shiranui cards up. Get the Shiranui cards up. Remember what it looks like. What's it do? It probably does something when it gets banished, but like we're not banishing here. Get it up, 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 get it up. We need
trying, Jesus
we
Christ.
We can't pause, otherwise the timing that I have to do for editing is absolutely obscene. You know how much effort goes into that part? Right, okay, so the Blue Boy knowledge, secret, search knowledge, and whatnot is all going through. And even in this situation, he doesn't even have to... wait, he added Blue Boy again? I was supposed to redo his plays, I suppose, because he's already got knowledge.
That looks to be Shiranui Shogun Saga.
Well, what's this one do?
3k attack, level 8. If it's special summon, banish a zombie from your graveyard against attack, the banish monster's original attack for the end of the turn. If this card is destroyed by battle of card effects into the grave, target one banished zombie with 0 defense, return to the graveyard.
Literally a
one for 10.
Why would you not go for Omega then? That just sounds like this seems like a really weird play.
I'm guessing he wants to have a board.
Well,
I'm guessing that's
Omega
the only reason.
Can tag out at any point. It doesn't have to be immediate.
Yeah, that is true.
Everyone forgets this. It's only...
I'm wondering why he didn't use Brilliant Fusion to...
He had Garnet in hand as well.
Oh, okay.
He drew Brilliant Fusion and the one of Garnet in a 60 card deck, and then didn't go for Omega for some odd reason. It was just...
It's always horrible when you do it.
It is. I've very rarely done it. It's a very unlikely occurrence.
I've done it a lot of times. It's always annoying.
This is why I run 2, so every now and again I can actually just... Sometimes I actually just want to activate Brilliant Fusion twice, I'm not even kidding. So two Garnet's actually never a bad idea. I remember in my Plantech DK deck I ran 2 Brilliant Fusion, 2 Garnets, and it worked fine. In fact, it was fantastic. Oh, he set the Lone Flyer. Okay. He's just going to attack. Banish. Discarding.
Yeah, discard does cost.
No, actually, target's cost.
Oh, okay.
Discard is not the cost. Which is why it's a better Karma Cut. It literally is Karma Cut, but 10 times better. No joke. So what are you doing here? Normal summon effects, search secrets, and then you've got rid of all the knowledges and everything out your deck now anyway, so...
It seems like the Lightswarn player is up against the wall at the moment.
Yeah, well, it just hasn't opened up very well. Like, I mean, he went set first, and he went second last game, didn't he? And he opened up fairly well, but the problem was he went second into a Toad and 3 back row, so it wasn't happening. Then this game, he just bricked. It wasn't his fault. Like, it was genuinely just like bad luck, and like, there's no joke about that one. It's just genuinely bad luck. Paleo's the ultimate I want to go first deck.
Oh, the Maxi in hand.
Okay, he normal summoned again twice. Okay, Elliot, you're on. You should have been game lost. Elliot should have been game lost.
Oh wait, nope. He's realised that he can't summon it.
Did I tell him, or did he realise he can't summon it?
No, he realised.
Yeah, that's why it's no longer on the field. He's just
okay. I think that's the thing I need to note next time, is that I need to note when people have fucking normal summoned already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time it's fine, but it's just because normal summoning to search and gain effect. Most people don't really like go off multiple times in the turn.
Barrier called Synchro. Said here, just so you can get another body on the field.
Ah, okay. And then you can use those for Toad.
Yeah, it saves you using anything else. I mean, I felt like it was just better cards that he could activate in the macro, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we were doing chess rules, so he was about to go Daigo Stoner when there's really no point. I probably shouldn't have admitted to completely backstreet dueling there, but I was basically the judge the entire day, so shush. Right, okay, well, so he's just ended on Toad, attack the Lone Fire. and if I remember correctly, he just didn't open well at all. Like, he just set a Garnet. Like, I should have told him to take it back for a second whilst he was finishing this standby phase, but like, I can't explain it in any other way other than, like, he just opened up so bad into a going second. Like, I feel for Nathan in this. He did genuinely just open up terribly. If he didn't have the Garnet in hand, he would have been a shoo-in, but minus the Garnet, like, he's fucked. And he literally had to set a Garnet and pass that turn, and now Toad's just going to make him pop off because he's going to summon a Swap Frog. He remembers Swap Frog effect this time, so he can finally get the Ronin Toad in the grave. And then he just makes them massive board, which, to be fair, this is fairly impressive, I have to admit. This board he makes now is fucking nice. If you watch this now, this is really good. Effect to bounce himself back to the hand, and then I think he ditches for a special summon as well, if I'm not mistaken, which makes this even more stupid because you can ditch himself, then his effect goes off, mill Ronin Toad in again. Then he could bounce it back to his hand again and normal summon him again to mill another frog, and you can mill himself. It's just, Swap Frog is so stupid.
Remember, you can't normal summon Swap Frog, can you?
No, you can. You can happily normal summon him, but you can also special summon him by ditching any water.
Oh yeah, it's Dupe Frog's the one that's
yeah.
No, it's not Dupe Frog. It's...
Ronin Toad. What? No, you can normal summon all of them.
No, as in there was one of them. It bounces and you can do additional normal summon except for
Toad.
Yeah.
No, that is Swap Frog. He actually still has his normal summon right about now. Because now
he does.
Yeah, because now he's making a stupid board by just banishing with Ronin Toad, because Ronin Toad's fucking sacky as shit. I mean, look at this. He added back Duke Frog, normal summoned a Duke Frog, and then just started linking. However, he could have added him back to hand, normal summoned again, and then he would have still had a normal summon, and he could have normal summoned the frog. Because you can normal summon another frog with a... You can normal summon a second frog, except for Swap Frog, if you activate its effect. It's terribly worded, but essentially, as long as it's not Swap Frog, you have a second normal summon for frogs. And this is a fairly nice board. 2 Mistar, a Proxy, and a Toad. It's a pretty nice board by Paleo standard. Let's leave it at that. With 3 back row and 3... Is that 2 in hand or something like that? And he even Reckless as well for the extra damage. It was a fair board, to be fair. I can't knock him. Chain D barrier, and then, yeah, he just got so much damage on the board against a Garnet, which has 0 defense. So...
I mean, I'm not sure what's in his extra deck, but he could potentially...
He went Toad again, just in case.
Toad.
Just in case it was that sexy, what is the dog thing? You know, the one that targets and destroys...
Raikou.
Raikou, yeah. It's like cheeky main deck Raikou, like. I didn't know what Elliot was expecting in this situation, but he went very overboard with it. He could have just kept his Paleos on board, and the 1 negate was more than enough, really. I mean, if it was a Mirror Force, you'd negate set, and that was it. And then I'm fairly certain he attacked the Garnet, and then he realised it was game. So he went, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what a Lightswarn deck would have set that would have combated that.
Yeah, then I think Elliot realised after he attacked a Garnet that it was more than game. So I think they just, because it was like a free a free a free two free two Toads, and then a bloody Proxy and a Mistar, which was 2/4. So easy game. So 2-0 to Paleo. What are we saying, guys? What we think?
Yeah, I'd say that's about what we expected.
Pretty much.
Well, yeah. I mean,
like, I can see that a Lightswarn should have been able to simply overpower it. However, having, and slightly bad opinion, but having that many additional cards in a Lightswarn deck does somewhat help with the clogging up and stuff. True.
I mean, I think Lightswarns is just ever so slightly outclassed by this. I mean, as I said, I feel
certainly an old deck.
The way I see things is Lightswarns and PBA are pretty much the exact same boat as to what hurts them and what doesn't. And the one deck that made BA go completely out of favour was Paleo. Simple as, because Paleo could set their Dante when it summoned, and they were like, like their main playmaker was gone. Like, it was pointless at this point. So it's. I feel like it's the same with BA, and it's the same with Lightswarns. Like, you had so much responses. They didn't like it. They could debarrier you, and they didn't give to. They could negate your stuff, set it. Your grass wasn't safe. Your boss monsters weren't safe. Your basically playmaker spells such like Brilliant Fusion. Your summons weren't safe. Your monster effects were like, there's just so much stuff that weren't safe when it comes to playing against Paleo, and I think Lightswarn's just hated too much to be able to even play. So I was expecting the 2-0 when he sat down, but not because like anyone was a bad duelist or anything. I just expected it because it was a really bad matchup for Lightswarns, and especially when you open Garnet and Brilliant Fusion, you want to fucking cry.
Yes.
As I said,
every deck.
He would have had a lot better time if he didn't open up that Garnet. If he didn't open up Garnet, he would have actually had a really good opening hand. Simple as. Anything other than Garnet. I mean, literally anything other than Garnet. So he would have had a great hand, but unluckily. So yeah. So the top 16. This was Elliot Turner versus Nathan Guest, Paleo versus Lightswarns, and the Paleo won 2-0. So we'll be seeing you guys in the quarters, my dudes. Right, I'll just